I'm Josh Tickle from Fiasco Sports reporting for the SA Footballer magazine. I'm joined here with Matt Burns from Woodville South Football Club in Division 6, and nice to have you here again, Matthew.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So how was it that you got into footy?
Look, I moved from Melbourne August last year, so I've been in Melbourne my whole life and played footy, umpired footy over there, and did a fair bit and was forever involved. So ended up at Woodville just purely geographically, moving into the area, googled nearest footy club, and yeah, as they say, the rest is history. So I couldn't be happier, my family couldn't be happier, which is a hell of a good thing and a massive positive. And yeah, the club's obviously up and about, success on field, but also success off the field, which is great.
Awesome. Must be really great, especially moving from interstate to join a great club like Woodville South.
Yeah, for sure. And the footy's one thing, and success on the field's one thing, but the family and family culture they have down there, and the welcome arms that you are greeted with immediately, whether you've been there a week or been there 10 years, it is really inclusive and a great place to be. And I know that our senior side and the A's has probably got near enough to a dozen new blokes to the club, and there's probably 24, 25 blokes that are genuinely new to the club or back at the club this year, and you wouldn't know it. The success helps on field, but it's the club and the structure and the culture they've got there that certainly has bred that.
It's a great time to step into a club in a grand final year, and the boys must be up and about that one.
Yeah, for sure, and I think we take great pride in the way we go about it, and there's a fair bit of pride in the jumper itself, and it's not taken for granted. And grand finals don't come around every day, so next week or this week coming, next Saturday is a big week for the club, all three grades in the granny. So we've worked hard, but it means nothing if we throw it away now. So.
Yeah. It's great, especially not just have the one team, but the three teams. It must be a really big day for your club.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. And there's always hard luck stories, and when a team get to a granny, there's always one or two hard luck stories. When three teams get to the granny, that's probably multiplied. But it's not going to just be the 66 blokes that step out next week. There's probably a cluster of about 80 or so blokes that have got us there. Big players that have played games when we needed them, and some injuries and things like that have struck a few blokes down. So it does take everyone, and it's very cliche, I know, but genuinely without the depth we have, we wouldn't be where we are.
Absolutely. And of course, footy is not played just on the field. Do you have any sponsors you'd like to mention that have really made a year worthwhile?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the club itself, the Port Club jumped on board this year, as did Neovision. Neovision being the Oval sponsor, and Port Club being one of our major sponsors as well. And personally, the Woodville Hotel sponsor me, and they've been fantastic for myself. And also, a lot of the boys head down there on midweek or on a Friday or what have you, and have a meal and whatnot. And again, it goes hand in hand with the club being a nice family atmosphere and one that you want to be involved in. So a big thanks to the Woodville personally, but also all the other player sponsors as well, some big and small, but it takes them all, and it gets us to where we are today.
Absolutely awesome there. Thank you, Matt, for joining us today from Woodville South, and I'm Josh Tickle from Fiasco Sports reporting live for the SA Football magazine.